old Nintendo gamer.
And son.
Nick?
What?
Oh no, it's Greg. It's Greg next. They're saying, "Oh, you're next." Greg. No. Greg, you're up next.
Well, mine's going to be quite short this week because I finished Disaster, Day of Crisis on the Wii during the week, and my opinion of it didn't really change in the last 7 days. Like it's just okay. Like it's a decent enough experience. It does some good things with the Wii remote and nunchuck, and that's basically it. Like the story and all is just absolutely ridiculous, but that's part of the charm. So once I finished that, I actually moved on to Sin and Punishment, Successor of the Skies, also on the Wii because I've been wanting to go back to it for a while, and I don't think I've actually played it since I completed it, probably over a decade ago, I'm sure. And if you're not sure what that is, it's a sequel to an N64 game which didn't actually release over here. It was Japan only, although we did get it on the Virtual Console eventually. That was just called Sin and Punishment, and it's, I suppose, most comparable game would probably be something like Star Fox, like Lilac Wars, or whatever, because it's pretty much an on-rail shooter, and you move your character around the screen, and you have like your wee reticle as well, which you aim. And there's different control methods in this game. You can use like classic controls, GameCube controller, or the one that I used, which I don't know why you wouldn't use it, and that's the Wii remote and nunchuck. So like you move your character around with the nunchuck around the screen, and like dodge with the Z button, and you can, like, if you're walking on the ground, you can jump with the C button. That's all handled with the nunchuck, and then you use the Wii remote in your other hand to point where you want to shoot, basically. So you have that independent movement of your character and the shooting, which is exactly what you want in a game like this here, and it works great. Like it's I'm going to use one of your words, Lee. It's very fluid. it works really well. Like there's always like.
Does it still hold up? Because I have good memories of this game, and it used to run very good. Yeah.
Yeah, it absolutely holds up.
Cool.
There's 7 stages, and they're all actually quite long. So like, you'll be going through and there'll be like shooting lots of enemies and like dodging bullets and stuff and whatever other obstacles might be in your way, and then you'll come to a boss and you think, oh, maybe this might be the end of the stage, and then it'll be like, nope, that's just a checkpoint, on to the next bit, and then within a few seconds you might be facing another boss. You think, oh, this may be the final boss, and then nope. The levels do go on quite a bit, but there's quite a variety of bosses, and yeah, there's lots of them, so you always have to kind of keep on your toes, but like the checkpoints are kind of like spaced adequately enough, so like if you do die, and the game can be quite tricky in places, if you do die, like you don't have to go back too far, and like there's no lives as such, so you can repeat as many times as you want, really. But all feels really, really good, and I suppose I want to touch on a wee thing that maybe spoke about during the Mario anniversary episode, and that is, you spoke about Super Mario Land and how it's sort of like the perfect wee game. It's about half an hour long or whatever, and that sort of makes you, it's great to just jump back in, play through the whole game in one go, and then like you maybe come back to it again in a year or two's time. Sin and Punishment, Successor of the Skies, is probably too long to go through in one go, unlike the original game or something like Lilac Wars. So you can save in between levels, but when you go to save and quit out of the game, the score that you've amassed until that point is completely wiped out for when you resume again from whatever stage you're on. So if you want to get like those really high scores or whatever, you have to play it all in one go, and it's probably going to take you, I would say, maybe 3 or 4 hours maybe to get through it all. And that's that was with me not really dying very much during it. So bear that in mind if you ever do want to go back to it again, I guess. But like, I wasn't really playing it for like the score hunting. I just wanted to experience it again, because I, like, to be honest, I couldn't really remember anything about it. and I was skipping all the story cutscenes because I didn't really care about that. So I was just wanting to play the game, and it felt really refreshing. It was like a nice wee sort of palate cleanser, and it's one of those games that kind of make me miss the pointer and stuff of the Wii remote, because like when I was playing this, I was having a really good time, and I remember when Kid Icarus came out on the 3DS and people were saying about how great it was, and maybe the controls were a wee bit awkward on it, but like I always felt that Sin and Punishment was the game that Kid Icarus wishes it was. I think it would, like, I would have loved to have seen a Kid Icarus game on the Wii similar to the way this plays. But yeah, it's a great game. Like if you get a chance to play it again, like absolutely go for it. Sorry, there's some knocking going on here. Give me 2 seconds. I knock his head in.
Did this ever come to Wii U Virtual Console?
I think it did.
Don't think so.
To be honest, no, I don't know. I
had
it on the
N64
Wii. I had it on the Wii and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I had it on the Wii as well.
Yeah, I'd like to play through it again. To be honest,
yeah, it's
one
a good
day.
game.
Maybe when I get my Wii back.
Remember that the opening city level?
Yeah, it was great. I only remember the first couple of levels, but I really enjoyed Sin and Punishment 2.
There's a kind of Japanese tomb, like cemetery kind of level as well, from what I can remember. But yeah, everything else can't quite place.
Sorry about that there. Yeah, it did come to the Wii U Virtual Console. So yeah, if you need another opportunity to pick it up, I'm not sure how much it would actually, like the physical copy, I'm not sure how much it would sell for on eBay or anything. So like getting it on the Wii U might be your best option to play it. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if I like it more than the N64 one. I'd probably need to go back and play the N64 one again, but like they're both well worth playing. They're like, in terms of that genre, I think they're both two of the absolute highlights, and it's just like treasure at their best, really, I think. Yeah, go and play it.
I want to. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can also check out our other great content on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the N-E Café podcast from all good podcast providers. Just follow the links in the description below.